Hi, my name's Adrienne. I'm the mom of three boys, two of which are in middle school. I found Seth in the beginning of 2017, and at the time I was really struggling with my oldest, who's 13, and we were on year 2 of middle school, and it just wasn't going well. We were dealing with F's and D's and diminished self-confidence, and I was really frustrated because this is a smart kid. He doesn't have an IEP or 504 or any diagnosis of any sort. But I heard Seth on this podcast, and everything he was describing sounded just like my son, and I knew I needed to start following this guy. Fast forward to the end of the school year, and we were going to have to do summer school. My son was failing one of his classes, and I was desperate. And I was trying to do what Seth was teaching, but I needed more. And Seth, the smart guy that he is, knew that we were probably struggling with that, and he sent an email out to everyone and invited us to work with him and have a Hail Mary moment. And so I signed up immediately. I knew I needed his help. And so we came up with this plan in a half hour to help my son not flunk that class and avoid summer school, and it totally worked. We pulled it off, no joke, last week of school. I was so grateful. But what I learned is that I needed to have Seth in my back pocket to help us get through this last year of middle school. And so in the fall, he put a call out for the class, and we signed up, my son and I. And I think one of the things that really impressed me was how Seth could relate to my son. I showed him this video about the dip before we joined the class, and my son said, "That is totally me. That's exactly me. I could do really well for a little while, and then I fall off the edge, and I just struggle to get back out." And so this class was wonderful because it taught him all the things that he needed. Before, when we were struggling, I wasn't showing up for my son in the way that he needed me to. All the methods I was trying were, the old school things like positive reinforcement and consequences and star charts and trying to motivate him in any way that I could, and it just wasn't working. And instead, he was receiving this message that he was never going to be successful, that he is lazy and that he's just, not worth much. And that was not the message I was trying to send. I mean, I love my son and I think he's amazing and he can do all kinds of cool things with his life. But he wasn't receiving that message from school and he wasn't getting it from me, even though I may be saying it. My actions were saying something different because I was frustrated and he was frustrated. So in Seth's class, we really learned how to change the way we were communicating and talking. We put in some really simplified systems to help him do better and stay on top of things. And fast forward to the end of this semester of this school year, I'm seeing mostly A's and a few B's. I mean, what a difference. I'm just so excited when I talk about it because he's a completely different kid. He's so confident. And Seth helped us do that. And the amazing thing is we're not even applying everything Seth taught us. We're only applying a fraction of it because I know we can do better, but what we have applied, we've gotten really good results with. And so I'm pleased with it. I tried to get my son to come on the video and talk with me, but he wouldn't do it. And we've been practicing gratitude together as a family, and he was willing to write a note card. So I thought I would just share it really quick with you parents that may be wondering what your kid will think of the class. This is what my 13-year-old had to say. "Thank you for helping me become more organized. I'm going to keep this simple." That is actually one of the things I learned. Keep organization simple. Another thing I learned was to over-exaggerate my work time so I don't procrastinate. And third, ditch those 3-ring binders. All of this has helped me keep organized and do well in school. And I know that we could do a little bit more. And maybe in semester 2, we're going to focus in on the planner piece and helping him get that in place so high school's an even better experience. But I'm just thrilled, Seth, with the results that we've gotten. And I am so glad that I've got you at my disposal and I just don't worry anymore about school being this constant battle. And I'm so grateful. And in fact, I have neglected my second middle schooler son and noticed, hey, his binder is exploding. And I didn't panic. We just jumped right into what Seth taught and we cleaned it out and got it back in track. And it's working too. And so these are life skills, learning how to identify when there's a problem, find a system that works for you and just start using it. I'm so glad my boys are learning these things so they can be the happy adults they are. It's not just about school, these are life skills. And I couldn't have done it without Seth, and I will be forever on Team Seth. And so I hope that helps you in your decision to move forward with working with Seth.